We are following developing situation in South Korea. Their president has lifted martial law he imposed after the parliament defied him by voting to overturn it. It began when President Suk-yeol made an unannounced address to the nation declaring martial law while accusing his political opposition of sympathizing with North Korea. Following the order, the military announced political gatherings would be suspended. Despite that, enough members of parliament were able to meet and vote to block the martial law decree. Charlie D'Agata joins us now from the Pentagon. Charlie, thank you for making time for us. Can you walk us through how we got to this moment and what has happened since the martial law was ordered?
Weijia, nice to see you again. It has been a tumultuous day. You know, the night ended in South Korea with the South Korean president declaring martial law. It took everybody by surprise. It took South Korea by surprise. Obviously, North Korea took the Pentagon, State Department, White House. Nobody was expecting this. And it was real. That martial law went into effect immediately. And as you said, banning protests, any kind of political dissent, taking control of the media. And it lasted for a fair few hours because, yes, the parliament came in, as many as could, because this is late at night, early in the morning. About 190 of 300-something came in. By unanimous decision, reversed that. But apparently under South Korean law, they may reverse it. It's then up to the president to go ahead and accept that reversal. And about 6 hours later, he said, OK, we'll agree to take that order back. So but for, a tumultuous 6 hours, the country was under martial law order. And this is a major ally, military ally of the United States. There are 28,500 troops there at bases throughout South Korea. So this is something that the Pentagon was closely monitoring. I can tell you, Pentagon officials tell me that the mill-to-mill, as they call it, the South Korean military and the U.S. military were in constant communication throughout. Yes, there's a lot of soldiers that live off base, but they would have had to adhere to that curfew. But as I said, this was late at night. By early morning, about 6 o'clock in the morning, that had been reversed. But, a tumultuous time. The North Koreans were looking at it, and this is a major U.S. ally in that region.
Well, the State Department has also expressed their concerns. Let's watch.
We are watching the recent developments in the ROK with grave concern. We are seeking to engage with our Republic of Korea counterparts at every level. Our alliance with the Republic of Korea is ironclad, and we're fully committed to that. And ultimately here, our hope is, and every hope and expectation is, that any political disputes will be resolved peacefully and in accordance with the rule of law.
And Charlie, given the close allyship that you just laid out with South Korea, what role does the United States play when something like this unfolds?
Well, yes, of course, the South Korea is a diplomatic partner, but it is what we would hope to be, what the United States would hope to be, is a stable democracy. But importantly, you have that U.S. military contingent there as well. So I think in terms of what's going to happen to this South Korean president, it was described to me as a Hail Mary. He was facing impeachment. This is probably going to be quickened. Yes, there needs to be a stable political democratic society. That needs to be a trading partner for the United States. But as far as they're concerned, here at the Pentagon, as far as the military is concerned, we've got North Korea. North Korea has acted belligerently in the past few months. They want to keep those channels of communication open. It's also worth noting that there's nothing to indicate that North Korea had changed anything in their posture in order to exploit the situation. As far as the U.S. is concerned and the North Korean military, importantly, the South Korean military is concerned, it's business as usual, and they're going to maintain that sort of stability, whatever the sort of political upheaval happens in South Korea itself.
All right, Charlie D'Agata, thank you so much.
Thank you.